we go, fish on. Well, it's hard to beat beautiful weather and great walleye fishing. That's the best combo. Welcome back to this week's report. You know, we're out on the mud flats today, dragging around some live bait rigs, some roach rigs, and we're already putting them in the boat. You know, this is, we've been out here about 15 minutes. We've already got a couple 24-inchers. This one hit it a couple times and came right back. Man, I love June. Not a giant, but good fish. I'll take it. First fish of the day for me. I got to catch up to these guys. They're already 2 fish up on me. All right, get that one back in. You know, the one thing, and it always remains a key factor to catching fish out here, is looking for fish first. Before we started fishing this spot, we pulled into 2 or 3 other spots. I grafted. I just didn't see what I wanted. There was a few fish scattered out, but this time in June, you should go to the spots where you're seeing tons of fish, because they're all over the place out here, and if you're just settling on a spot, pulling in and start fishing, you know, it's like throwing a dart at a dartboard. Sometimes you're going to hit, sometimes not. We pulled into this spot, there was a ton of them here, and lo and behold, we're marking them like crazy. Got another one on right now. And like I was saying earlier, it pays big dividends to look for fish first. I'm not kidding you, we graphed 3 different spots. These guys were my witness. Wasn't seeing them, pulled in here, and bam, we're wailing on them. I get this fish in. Oh, nice fish. That is why you come to Mille Lacs Lake.
Sweet, man.
You know, I like to pre-tie all my baits, especially when I'm live bait rigging or pulling spinners out here, and kind of mix it up a little bit. Like I've got the trocar hooks, I've got a trocar revolve for the night crawlers, that's a spinning design. And then of course I've got some colored eagle claw hooks. You know, I mix and match some colored hooks with beads, especially with leeches. When you're pulling leeches around, that hook's exposed, and it's nice to have some of those glow hooks on there. Laser Sharp does a good job. They've got a wide variety of colors and a bunch of different sizes, and you can kind of mix and match and create your own rigs. And I'll pre-tie up 5, 6, 7 rigs. That way if one gets frayed or if someone's catching a fish on a certain hook color, I can quick change, get them back into the fish. You know, the one thing about the fish this year, even though I'm marking a spot before I decide to fish, the other thing is once we make a pass, I go back and look for those fish. The fish have been on the move a lot. Sometimes they're up on top of the structure. Sometimes they're on the edge. Sometimes they're moving. You make one pass through them and they, you know, let's say they're on the top edge, you make a pass through them and they're already out deep, and vice versa. So by looking for fish on every pass, you know, we're doing a big drift down this edge, but by looking for fish on every single pass is going to ensure that your fish haven't moved on you, because they definitely have been on the move lately. This one back in. Hey, if you're coming up to Mille Lacs Lake this weekend, it's been a lot of fun. You can fish a lot of different ways once again this week. You can rig out on the mud flats, you can jig, you can throw plastics if you'd like, but either way they're biting in full force in a lot of different areas. So as always, good luck to everybody. Till next week, I'm Tony Roach, and we'll see you on the water.